Hi, welcome to Summer Maths Adventure from Venkatamna Maths Tuition. In the last video, we learned about triangles and congruent lines, and also we discussed about the difference between intersecting lines and congruent lines. If two lines have a same common point, they are called as intersecting lines. If three or more lines have a common point, then they are called as congruent lines. And also we discussed about in a triangle, we have four types of congruent lines. They are perpendicular bisectors of sides, angle bisectors, and medians, and also altitudes. We learned that in the last video. There are four types of congruent lines in a triangle. Now we will discuss about the first type, that is perpendicular bisectors of the sides. A triangle and perpendicular bisectors of the sides. You know that a triangle have three sides. For the three sides, for any side, if you draw a line which is perpendicular and also passes through the midpoint of the side, then it's called as perpendicular bisector. See once again the definition. The line which is perpendicular means makes 90 degrees angle, and passes through midpoint of the side. Passes through midpoint of the side means it bisects, that means divides into two equal parts. Such that line is called as perpendicular bisector of the side. And you know that it is perpendicular means it makes the angle 90 degrees, and also passing through the midpoint means divides into two equal parts. That's called as perpendicular bisector of the side of a triangle. Here you can make picture also, you can see. You draw a red line, it is perpendicular to the side base, and also it is dividing into two equal parts. That's called as perpendicular bisector of the side. You know one thing, there are three sides in a triangle. So we can draw perpendicular bisectors to the three sides of the triangle. Then we can notice one thing. The three perpendicular bisectors intersect at a point. Already we learned if three or more lines intersect at a point, they are called as congruent lines. Now you can notice that here the three perpendicular bisectors of the sides intersects at a point. So they are congruent lines. You can observe the picture. Here ABC triangle I took, and I drawn the perpendicular bisectors, those three sides, AB, BC and CA. You can notice that the three perpendicular bisectors are intersecting at a point. We are representing it with S. So the three perpendicular bisectors of the sides are congruent lines. And we learned yesterday in the last video, we learned one thing. The intersecting point is called as point of congruence. So in the same way, if you take the perpendicular bisectors of the sides of a triangle, they are also congruent lines, then the point of congruence of perpendicular bisectors of the sides is called as circumcenter. The point of congruence of perpendicular bisectors of the sides is called circumcenter. Yes, spelling mistake, C-E-N. Okay, circumcenter. And it is denoted by S. Generally the circumcenter is denoted by the letter S. And there is this property for the circumcenter. It's an important one. If you any triangle, you can take any type of triangle. It may be acute angle triangle, obtuse angle triangle, or right angle triangle, or scale triangle, or isosceles triangle, or euclid triangle. In any triangle, if you draw the perpendicular bisectors, then you will get the intersecting point of congruence. It's called as circumcenter. The circumcenter is always at equal distance from the verses of the triangle. You know, the most important thing, the circumcenter is always at equal distance from the verses of the triangle. That means if the triangle is ABC and circumcenter is S, then if you take the distance from S to A or S to B or S to C, it's equal. So SA equal to SB equal to SC in this triangle. And now you can already said that all the SA, SB, SC are equal. Now if you draw a circle with the center S, take S as the center, that means circumcenter as the center, and with the radius SA or SB or SC, already I said SA or SB, circumcenter is at equal distance from the three verses. So SA equal to SB equal to SC. So take any one of the three as the radius, draw a circle, then we will get a circle which passes through the three verses because it is at equal distance. So that SC or SB or SC will be radius. You know that all radii are equal, then you will get a circle which passes through the three verses. And that circle is called as circumcircle of the triangle. Now you can observe the picture. Here ABC triangle is there. I drawn the perpendicular bisectors of the sides and all are intersecting at a point. The point is called as, generally the point is taken as S, is called as circumcenter, and SA or SB or SC all are equal. If you take S as the center and SA or SB or SC as the radius, if you draw a circle, in the picture you can notice that circle is passing through the three verses of the triangle. This circle is called as circumcircle. That's called as circumcircle. And another important point here, that is if you take different types of triangles. For example, if you take an acute angle triangle, then the circumcenter lies always in the inside of the triangle. In the acute angle triangle, the circumcenter, that is intersecting point, congruent point of the perpendicular bisectors is always lies inside of the triangle, like this. In the picture you can observe, I am taking the acute angle triangle. In the triangle, the circumcenter, here they are represented with O, but generally we are representing with S. The circumcenter always inside of the triangle. In the same way, if you take a right angle triangle, then the circumcenter lies, that means coincides with the midpoint of hypotenuse, the most important bit. In a right angle triangle, circumcenter coincides with the midpoint of the hypotenuse. You can notice the picture. In the right angle triangle, if you draw the perpendicular bisector of the sides, you can notice that the circumcenter is at midpoint of the hypotenuse. That's most important thing. So, in an equilateral triangle, the circumcenter is always lies inside of the triangle, and in right angle triangle, circumcenter coincides to midpoint of the hypotenuse. And if you take obtuse angle triangle, then the circumcenter lies outside of the triangle. The circumcenter lies outside of the triangle. You can notice in the picture. So, once again, see that the perpendicular for a triangle, we can draw three perpendicular bisectors of the sides. Perpendicular bisector means the line which is perpendicular and passes through the midpoint of the side is called as perpendicular bisector of the side. We can draw three perpendicular bisectors for the three sides. And the point of congruent of the perpendicular bisectors is called as circumcenter, and the circumcenter is represented by the letter S, and it is always at equal distance from the three verses. If we draw a circle by taking S as the center and SA or SB or SC as the radius, we will get a circle which is passing through the three verses of the triangle ABC, and then And then if it is an acute angle triangle, the circumcenter lies inside of the inside of the triangle, and if the right angle triangle, the circumcenter lies at the midpoint of the hypotenuse, and in obtuse angle triangle, the circumcenter lies outside of the triangle. Okay, thank you. In the next video, we will meet with another congruent lines in the triangle. Thank you.